Corey and Denise from Does Size Matter. We've got a great RV review for you today. We are in Concord, North Carolina at Camping World, and they have so much stock here. Hard to choose which one to do, but we are working on Newmar. So today we're going to do the 2020 Ventana 4369. I can't wait to show it to you. It is a very nice rig. So, want to remind you that everything that Corey and I are sharing with you in these reviews is based on the extensive research we've done and our opinions. So watch it and see what works for you and how you can use this to help with your buying needs. Also, remember, in the corners at the end will be the nuts and bolts construction video, as well as other models or adventures or other things, so that you can stay with us and see what's next. So without further ado, let's check out the Ventana. The Ventana 4369 is on the Spartan K2 chassis with a 400 horsepower diesel Cummins engine, and we believe it's a 6-speed Allison transmission. Lots of power here to handle the weight and get you up those hills. What we did notice in looking at this is that this rig has a rear radiator. Nothing wrong with that, works perfectly fine, but we did notice it's just a little harder to access and do maintenance or repairs or anything on that engine. So just one of the differences we found. Close by to us is a racetrack, so sorry if you're hearing that in the background, but I mean, those cars are really ripping over there. The Ventana also has a front generator that slides out. It's an 8 kilowatt diesel Cummins Onan generator, so that's a good one to have. Coming around the front here, you do get that massive windshield, you get the big mirrors, you get the side view cameras. This is all just good for lane changing and driving and parking and all of those types of things. You get, let's see, oh, down here, this is your exhaust. So I guess what I'm noticing, you know, based on other Newmar rigs, this one doesn't have the chrome on it. So I don't know if that matters to you or not. So this one is full of your fuses and all those sorts of things. Try the, see if the slam latches are the same. Yep, they are. I also want to show you down the side. This particular rig has 3 slides, and this one is a super slide, so it goes all the way down, big, heavy. It is a rack and pinion. I'm assuming it's on the COG system, but it's hard to tell on these Newmars, so make sure you're asking that question. You do get the, ooh, there's a bee up there. You do get the dual fuel fill up, so you can go from either side, which is good. I mean, these are big rigs and you're trying to squeeze them into tight spots. Let's go down underneath here and look at what's in these compartments. So you're getting 2, 4, 6, 8 6-volt batteries on a slide-out tray. What I want to mention, though, is in the brochure it said you only get 6. So basically, you know, there's always different options that can come with a rig, and those options get calculated into the price. So you might see a price difference between 2 rigs that appear to be exactly the same, but it'll be little features like this that might change one dealership's price to another. So I want to caution you about that and make sure you know all the details. And also, we'll talk about this in another video, but it's important to pay attention to the dealership that you're going to and the other services that they offer, maybe their proximity to home, their reputation, how well they handle service issues. Do they back you up in warranty issues with the manufacturer? What kinds of extra services do they provide to their buyers? Those kinds of things do count for something and have to be calculated into the value. So just want you to think outside the box when it comes. It's not apples to apples just because they have the same model number on a rig. Okay, let's move on. In this one, okay, you're getting a pull-out tray, LED lighting, good space. This one is, okay, so more basement space, but not a pull-out, which is fine, because then it gives you more height, right? Here, okay, oh, so it does have a hydronic heating system. So this is a diesel or electric heating system, like a boiler, that is going to heat up to provide the air, the warm air that gets blown through your coach for heat, or to heat up your hot water. So it's a pretty good system. In here, okay, so this is where your cord goes in. This is an electric reel that pulls in that heavy 50 amp cord. It's lit. That's a nice feature. And don't forget, you can run it through this sealed thing, so nothing's getting in and out. And here's your utility bay. Okay, so you've got lots of valves and things so that you can access or winterize. This is your fresh water. Here's your water fill. Here's your tank rinse. Your outside shower, your water pump, drain spots. Here's where your sewage comes through and then goes down here and then out to your hole in the ground. So it's all very accessible. Lots of valves, lit. The only thing I caution you about is you are under a slide. So when you are parked, everything's set up and you need to access this, you do have to climb under your slide. And just because you're set up doesn't mean you're never going to see this. You still need to come in here on a fairly regular basis. So watch your head. And okay, let's go down and talk about the tires. So these ones with the tag are aluminum. There's steel one back there. So this is going to give you a total of 2, 4, 6, 8 tires to maintain and take care of and replace when the time comes. So you do have to consider those kinds of things for your expenses because they are big truck tires. So they are kind of expensive. This is a Michelin tire. It's a 305/70 22.5 inch. But you know, having this tag just gives you a way better, more comfortable ride. So I think that's worth it. Let's go down here and I want to show you this. What's in here? Oh, okay. So this is to fill the DEF because with emissions standards and things these days, DEF is a requirement on diesel engines. Got it. So we've got some storage here that is lit. And what's under here in this one? Oh, some more. With a plug-in. Wonder what that's about. Okay. So while we're back here, we should talk about a few features that are on the side. One being the covers over top of the slides. So that's going to help prevent water and debris and things from getting in there. The other thing is this egress door. So this is an emergency exit. So instead of throwing the window out and jumping out the window, these days, if you have a Newmar and you're in an emergency, you can open this door, there's a ladder in there, and you can get out safely. So it's kind of nice. Hopefully you don't ever have to use it. Coming around to the back, you can see you've got backup cameras, and you do have a hitch here, and I will figure out what the actual towing for this rig is and let you know. But you know, you'll be able to flat tow something back here. Coming around to this side. Okay, so here you've got your chassis batteries and yeah, engine stuff. And I know that because it says Cummins on it. Leave this to the experts unless you are an expert. I'm not. Corey knows a lot more about this kind of stuff, but really we still let the experts take care of it. So that's another important point to think about where you're purchasing. Like, you must have service, whether it's engine service, house service, you're going to need service. So make sure that you're happy with where you're purchasing from, because where you buy it is probably where you're going to get the best service from. They owe ya. Come on. Okay, here's 2 more slides. These will also be cogwheel. The question is electric or hydraulic, and I'm not 100% sure which is which, or which slides are which things. So ask your dealer about that. And then in here, okay, I've seen this before on the Newmars. I like it. It's like a tool rack, right? You can put your little hooks in there, hang them up. They'll be all easy access, organized. You could probably even draw, right? You could do a Sharpie and draw around the wrench or whatever it is that goes on there. Some people are that organized. Do you have one of those, Cor?
No, I'm not that organized.
Okay, in here. Okay, so this is the other pull-out tray. There's electric in there. This will be lit. This also has a central vac. Love that. In here is the other side of that through storage. This is the other one with the tray. And this one, let's see, is another big storage area with electric and all the good stuff in there. And then you've got this here is the other fuel fill up, so you can go to either side. And it's all pretty nice. You get the coded entry with the doorbell. You get steel stairs that will come out automatically. Be careful when you are pulled up to a curb or something like that, because when you open the door, they're going to come out. And then, let's see, going up, you do get the frameless windows, which are nice. More of the awning covers. You also get the integrated awning system at the top there, and that's also got LED lighting in it. There's also one over the doorway. Let's take a look at the stairs here before we go in, because I think this is nice storage. In each of the stairs, you'll see there's storage, and then of course the higher up stair has much deeper storage, so that's good. And then because I hear people talking about this at RV shows, I want to answer the question. This piece right here has a button, electric, and it slides out to here, so that when you're in the passenger's chair, or even just walking around inside and you may want to come up to the front, this can be floor for you. It's not like you have to worry about falling down the stairs. You just have to push that button and close it. So, I know what you guys are thinking. Hurry up and show me the inside, Denise. Come on, let's go. Moving up to the cockpit, you get another mega-sized TV, which you all know I don't think is necessary. I mean, you have a huge TV right there, so I don't know why you have another one. But for those of you that think it's necessary, great. You get a massive window, big dash. These are going to be power blinds that come down. There's some storage here. Okay, so this is your control center, which is up high, but I am able to reach it without climbing up on the seat, which is what I have to do in my current rig, so I'm happy about that. So this is a nice seat, I think. I do like it. Okay, it's a little far forward now, but this will recline more for me. I like the distance. I like the width of it. It's not huge. So when the arms are down, it fits me just right. I really do like this. I prefer this seat over the others that I've been in. It also has a workstation. And this I have seen on other Newmars as well. But because the seat's smaller, the table fits a little more centered for me, so I appreciate that. And then it just tucks back down in there. And over here, we get this good window, and I do like this window because there's no dividers in it blocking my view. But the con to that is I also can't open my window, right? You do get manual shades up there. Down here, I've got some buttons and things for the step cover. I've got a cup holder, so that's good. There's electric back there. There's a heat vent down at the bottom. I got it all. I like this. So this screen door is a feature to me, because, first of all, this is quite a wide door. I like it. This is a big window to look out of. I like that. But in our rig, the screen is there and it blocks me. And this one, you can choose when to have a screen and when not to. So your door's open because you're parked and you're letting air flow. You can just pull this down and it locks in place, and that's perfect. You're on the road driving and you need to be YouTube filming and you just open it up.
Okay, I just want to talk about the Cockpit and the Ventana 4369. It is the Spartan chassis. They do seem to fit a little bit differently than some of the other Spartans I've been in. This one's not too bad. The steering column still doesn't go far enough forward for me, but I can get through. And this one doesn't, the seat doesn't go right to the steering column either. But that's as close as it gets. It does have adjustable pedals, but I don't have the key, so I can't make them work. So I'm hoping they're in the down position so that they would come up further. With a backrest, I'd probably be here. The steering's still high. I don't know if it... No, it won't go down anymore, but I can bring it back. So if I could bring the pedals farther back, which I may be able to, this could be marginal at best. I still may need some modifications to it, but not the end of the world. Let's talk about the features over on this side here. We have cup holders. I love that they're right there and accessible. That would be nice. You have your Allison transmission module. I believe this is a 6-speed transmission. You have leveling back here for your jacks. I believe it's auto level. It is auto level. You've got switches for dumping your tag axle to take the weight off of it. Engine brake is back here. This is not overly ergonomic for me. If the seat were back further, that would be better, which for most people it would be. Coming around here, we've got light switches. There's the pedal adjust. It looks like your cruise is on the lever here. And then you've got lights, maybe high beam, low beam, and your windshield wipers here. And then I think this runs the control center. The dash is electronic. Visor control, generator, stop start. You've got some power connections here. Oh, those are USB. Drawers here. You can put your maps back in the day. You could put your registration for your vehicle in there. One other thing I did notice though, and it's something to be aware of on any unit, this brake release, the parking brake release. It's in a location where it could easily be bumped. Like if you had, say, bigger knees than me, longer legs, you could actually hit that as you're getting into your seat, which would cause the brakes to release and you could be in movement. Not the end of the world if you're ready for that, but it just shouldn't be something that's an issue. I'd like to see it on the dash somewhere where it's on a vertical surface.
And we have seen that.
Oh yeah, it is on some of the models. It is. I don't know why on all of the models it's not. I mean, it is vertical here, but it could easily be bumped. The one that we have is actually on a horizontal surface right here. Problem with that, and it was always a concern, and I always blocked the wheels. We had a pet, and if he were to get up on the seat and put his paw on that, it could release the brake, and we might not even be there. But overall, I think it's pretty good.